What's up everyone, Callus here. We are finally getting to this video. It's like 4 months in the making. This is an old Fathom match from an esports arena tournament back in September 20th, I believe it was. We're finally in a break from the HCS series and the next one is coming up in February, so I'm just trying to fit it in here finally. Anyways, I wanted to say thank you to Frosty. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate you letting me use your clip. I'm gonna go ahead and post the original YouTube video link down below in the description box if anyone wants to watch it. Also, I'm gonna have the Twitch for all of these players here because we gotta support the Halo community. But yeah, why are we watching this? Because Frosty's freaking nasty. Why else are we watching this? We're looking at this gameplay because a lot of crazy things happened. I want us to look at the decision making, the communication, how we're inserting for flags. Holy, how important it is to watch your lanes and make sure that you secure a cap, especially on a map like Fathom when you have 8 lanes and only half the amount of players. Target prioritization, objective efficiency. So we're going to look at a ton, but I also am going to sneak in this new system I've been working on called ILUO, and there's also a little period at the end right there. You're going to see it on the screen, and basically just think of ILUO as a map control guide, like a macro map control guide that's going to help you visualize where you are with your team, how much map control do you have, what's the next step, should you make a rotation, and kind of help piece together some options for you. Also, the period represents collapsing with your team. You're retracting when you collapse into one specific spot with your whole team, usually. All right, with all that said, let's finally hop into it. This is game 3 to reset the entire series in the grand finals. Let's check out how the first cap went down.
Yeah, our garage. He's our garage. He's in the corner, Tommy, on the BR, one shot. Dead.
Oh my god.
Nice, 3 dead. Let's push up. Close fast.
Engine.
Okay. We're blocking everything, then they're gonna spawn like Gen. They're gonna spawn Gen.
Gen, weak, renegade in the corner.
Holy shit, they just spawned.
Nice, Tommy. Get up. Watching over you guys. Last you. Dead, Tolik, another one. I got needed. He meleeed me. Rogue on my X. You have to reload. Jesse's running it. Nice shit, bound. Rogue on my X. You have to reload. They're Oing fast. You might have to slow it down, Jesse.
Should be good.
I got cap.
Alright, garage is blocked. Frosty's top middle with camo railgun. Silo is being blocked by Saiyan, so they should be spawning generator, and then boom. That happened. That's not generator, okay? That's a silo split spawn from hell. We need to go see what's going on with the rest of the team. Nope, everything's still blocked. There is a grenade flying through though, but this split spawn, is that really the only reason why that happened? Let's hop in to Saiyan's perspective. That grenade definitely is going to help influence that split spawn as it's a damage indicator showing the map as not safe for generator spawns, but there's something else here that's missing. I think the reticle placement right here behind this piece of geometry, this wall, the game essentially believes it's a safe spawn because you're not technically looking at the spawn. There is a wall blocking you from looking at the spawn, even though it's a see-through wall, and I think that was the X factor that caused that split. Saiyan took care of it. He calls out he's got to stay silo, so they're opening up the garage spawn, forming an L on the map, forcing the elbow in the garage splits, and they know to look there. Now the silo is open, but it doesn't matter. The flag is being relayed in. Let's look at Boo Boo's perspective though, because this could have been a lot cleaner, and it also could have been a lot worse, as it's a 4v1 advantage, and we see this unfortunate team nade being tossed, making half the team a one shot. Druck responds and quickly takes out one of the players, and then fortunately for red team, Bound was able to clutch up and win the 1v1 against Druck to reclaim numbers and the railgun. If Druck had got that double kill, I don't know if this cap would have been quite as clean, as they would have had even numbers and a railgun to stop it. You never really know. Okay, so that crazy split spawn we just saw happen to Saiyan on the silo, it could also happen on the other perimeter of the map. It doesn't only just happen on silo, it could happen to you on the garage as well. These split spawns tend to happen when you block 2 or all 3 of the major spawn points on Fathom. So for example, if you're blocking the silo spawns as well as the garage and elbow spawns, they should be spawning in the generator, but if your team takes it one step further and starts influencing the generator, they could start spawning on the perimeters like on the silo. So the key is to be aware of which spawns you're influencing as a team so that you don't get caught off guard. Otherwise, stuff like this can happen. And so we're gonna double back right here, and then 3, 2, 1, homeboy spawns right there. You hate to see it.
No way. No way.
Yeah, dude.
Spawned right there.
It is real bad.
That's so insane.
Yeah, so the further back that you play this, because you're not really pushing up anyways, right? you can kind of
Right.
safeguard yourself, where if they do spawn there, he's getting the unlucky spawn. You don't always need a ton of map control to get the flag capture or even to get the ball rolling like red team did. So let's watch how blue team did it, as they have one player their treehouse, one their core, and one spawning silo. So very little map control, and they still made it happen. The moment Soul Snipe won his lane against Saiyan, he aggressively held forward while the rest of his team tried to gain a little bit of map control in this even 2v2 fight for top mid. Soul Snipe was fast enough to pull the flag and force him in a garage spawn by blocking the generator himself with his route, running the flag towards his teammates near the treehouse silo side of the map. Blue team knew this was going to be a very scrappy situation, and they did a great job delaying over slaying and baiting the flag until they were able to get someone back up top mid. This top mid player did an incredible job collapsing off of top mid onto their porch, which helped blue team influence and block the silo spawns. Once the fourth member spawned in, blue team held a straight line on the map to prioritize the flag relay as the aggressive members focused in on the garage, knowing that they would continue to influence each other to spawn there. Blue team got the easy flag relay in for the tie game. Unfortunately, red team did not get any favorable splits in the generator or the silo. Red team's second flag capture was another team effort just like the first one. However, on this one, I want us to really focus in on what Frosty did for his team. Not only was he wearing kind of a Slayer hat, opening up the map with a double kill, listening to his communication from his teammates, but also he switched gears very quickly, very abruptly at the right time to be more objective focused in order to help his team secure the flag capture.
Okay, Theo, they're going the tree, guys.
Going back.
They jump up to top mid. I'm at our bridge.
Our bridge, guys.
Our jump up. Our jump up's 3 shots. I hear our bridge.
Jesse, I got you. One shot dead. I got you. I got you.
I'm going for a run. I'm going for a run.
Yeah, I like that. Jesse, good. 3 dead. 3 dead. 3 dead.
Where's the last one? Yeah, I think he's in our
Alright,
flag.
I'm watching you, Jesse. I'm just following you. I'm following you.
He's in our flag. I can kill him.
Okay. Yeah, they're all spawning silo, owing tree. Owing their tree. Owing tree.
Dude, they have a rail. They have a rail on our tree.
Alright.
There's put it in, Jesse.
They have
Put
a
it in, go,
rail
go,
on
go.
Got it. Our elbow, our elbow.
Even without any team comms, Frosty heard the shooting to his left to help prioritize keeping Boo Boo Doo alive on the silo, and then he focused top mid. By helping his perimeter player live, Frosty helped set his team up for a flagrant opportunity, especially after securing this double kill top middle, and in my opinion, this is the most important part of the play, as Frosty stops being a middle player to his teammates and starts being a perimeter player instead. He recognizes that the silo and the garage perimeters are both open, so he does a good job shutting down the closest perimeter to his teammates' flag route. By throwing nades and being there, we see that he influenced most of blue team to spawn on the silo, and Frosty is able to get behind one of these players to secure a little bit more of a numbers advantage as he rotates back to help with the defense.
Got it. Our elbow, our elbow.
Alright, so for blue team's second cap, there was no second cap. The title is trolling us all, but this is old news. If you haven't seen it, hold on to your seats. It's about to get crazy. If blue team would have captured this flag, they would have brought the game into overtime. And when I say that they were right there, they were literally so close to capping this flag. Just when they're about to cap the flag in for the overtime, I'm just giving them a hard time. Everyone in this lobby, they're all amazing players. You just hate to see it though. Let's check it out. Frosty quickly spots the flag runner and downs him before Frosty gets traded out himself. It's not going to be the last time blue team has to deal with Frosty though. Let's talk about these lanes. Lane number 4 and 5 is the middle lane. It's the bottom and the top with the rail and camel spawns. And like you see, and we talked about earlier, there are 8 lanes on this map, only 4 players, so it is crucial to spread out and watch as much as you can. Let's look at how blue team is spread out here. We do have someone watching that far left lane that's being pushed by a red player. They do have the flag carrier being carried through the middle, and the right lane is being watched with the camo and the railgun. So they have great lane coverage here to cap this flag, and oh no, the left lane player just left the left lane completely open. My best guess would be that they recognize they have a big numbers advantage and they're trying to get the ball rolling on the overtime cap, but unfortunately they're leaving the lane open too early. Maybe it would have been safer to secure it first, but let's hop on board with Frosty because he makes it happen.
Watch out running it.
Alright, they're gonna get
Camel
that.
was their porch. Camel was their porch. No, Camel's top mid. They're jump up top mid. Camel, top mid. Camel, they're jump.
Our flag. Our flag have shields. Our flag have shields. Jesse.
I got re. Just slide.
Come on.
Oh, Okay, at this point it's almost over, but almost doesn't count. Red team still has about 40 seconds that they need to secure and defend their base. So I want us to pay attention here how Frosty coordinates his team to clear out all of the lanes. You're gonna hear Frosty make the call out for the team to control their own treehouse, and then he's gonna do the opposite and push his silo and extend all the way to the enemy treehouse entrance. We're gonna hear Boo Boo Doo Boo say, what about the middle lane? What about bottom middle? And immediately Frosty, once he cleared out the far right lanes, he's gonna go in and check the middle. So they're going far left, then far right, and then Frosty's retracting going into the middle. And this is a concept called outside outside in, developed by my really good friend Thurlian. Everyone has a teacher, and Thurlian was literally the person who taught me how to watch film, so none of this content would have been possible without his help. So big shout out to Abe. And this is a concept we've been using for years to help visualize lane coverage. It's usually safer to go to the perimeter angles first and then go into the middle. That's just a suggestion. That rule can always be bent to fit the situation depending on the information you have. But with that said, we're going to use outside outside in and a lot of other videos. Let's check out how the pros did it here.
Nice, good fucking shit. Everyone side, everyone side. Yo, push out our tree, lock down our tree, lock down our tree. Nice, see that? I'm going their tree, I'm going their tree.
I'm going their silo.
One shot, silo.
After checking the right lane and winning that 1v1, Frosty probably recognized that Bound died top center, and this might explain why Frosty is choosing to retract on the map and play closer to his teammates as opposed to staying expanded on the map.
We're still missing one. He could be bottom mid.
I got 20 seconds.
Bottom mid.
Frosty playing bottom center is a little bit unorthodox, but it's very smart because he can just chill, look at his radar, and relay all of that information to his teammates, and he can flank accordingly. Frosty's teammates are already on top of the refill as Bound is on the porch, which is similar to the area Frosty was originally looking at, and then Frosty, after his flank, immediately going towards the right lane again, which was the first original lane he left open. Textbook Halo plays to end it on a win. And that does it for the first new installment of Breaking the Meta. I revived this series. If you didn't know, I used to do Breaking the Meta back in 2017, 2018 with my buddies Thurlian and Old School Skills. I wanted to revive it because I love the name and the series. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, I would love to hear your comments down below. Maybe hit me with some new ideas for future content. I'm gonna keep pumping them out. It would really help me if you hit me with a subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, spread it, spread the word, whatever works. I appreciate all of you. And until next time, peace. Psst, if you want to see more action, here is a stream highlight link, a film review for Halo 5. If you're into Halo 3 and Classic Halo, here's a breakdown of Eli X's crazy plays. And check out Paradise Halo. They got a ton of content over there. And for all you esports Halo heads, check out the Tactics series. All right, now peace, for real. Bye. Bye.